Here we are. Jinzhou's Nexus, exactly. Let me see, long story short, it's the smaller ones we ran into earlier are resonance beacons. Data is shared between all beacons. You activate one, just place your terminal here.
I have the arrangements in place. Rover, you can come visit the magistrate at any time. Shizia, do you mind bringing Rover over to the city hall?
VIP the magistrate's expecting. Go see for yourself.
Ew. First time seeing such a crowd in front of the city hall.
I was surprised too. I've never seen so many non-staff persons. Most of the people here have applied for an audience, but most people were advised to leave by the magistrate's bodyguard upon sending in their applications. The few that made it inside said it only took one.
What kind of description is that? Sounds like you've met some snake-haired lady and got...
She's the magistrate's personal bodyguard.
Oh, I've heard of her before. She's the all-round death. That's what the rumors say, at least.
There is a small chance she's not in the city hall, but it's nearly impossible for the magistrate to leave Jinzhou at all. With her busy schedule, it's already difficult to find any time off. In addition, unless she's engaged on a business trip, or when Jinzhou's safety is under threat.
Yep, there's gotta be something big if that's the case. So this is the true confidence of our Rover. I agree, though. So far, you've been ticking all the boxes in our magistrate's description. Sure, it can...
Have you thought of something, Rover? You mean... I can't really keep up with your thoughts. I think a meeting with a magistrate wouldn't hurt.
Same here. Anywhere a magistrate's the best lead we have for now, no matter what she has in store for Rover.
What do you think, Rover? Are you in a hurry to recover your memories? In that case, how about meeting with the magistrate first? She may have the answers you're looking for. We're not allowed to go with you. Shizia and I will be right outside the city hall. will be waiting for you.
That's right. We're not going anywhere. Just give us a shout if anything goes down. Wait, no, we won't be able to hear you. Plus, they've got this rule about not yelling inside the city hall.
What do you mean? Let the VIP the magistrates expected. Go see for yourself. Everyone's been talking.
Please, follow me. Kindly have a seat. Lady Sanhua will be with you shortly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I apologize for the delay. My name is Sanhua, the bodyguard of Madam Magistrate. I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is currently away. Prior to her departure, she instructed me to bring you these tokens and a welcome gift. Madam Magistrate advised you to explore what these tokens represent during her absence. This may help you acquire the information you desire sooner. I apologize for the inconvenience, but please rest assured she will be here to meet you in 3 days' time. When it comes to these tokens, it is never her intention to confuse you with the puzzles. Instead, they should serve as clues that lead you toward the truth. Madam Magistrate deeply regrets not having the time to deliver her messages to you in person. We value your presence far more than you might imagine. The same goes for any and all information about you. Sorry, I cannot disclose her whereabouts at this time. Please trust me that she is eagerly looking forward to meeting you in person. Pardon my inability to provide a better answer. Madam Magistrate has a task that she must handle alone, but she has never for one moment forgotten about her meeting with you. Not knowing exactly when you'd arrive, she had to leave without having the chance to welcome you in person. Because she will require at least 3 days to complete her current task, Madam Magistrate wanted to assure you that in 3 days, by any means, she will return to meet you in person. I'll be sure to convey your kindness to Madam Magistrate. Please accept my sincerest gratitude. Yes, Madam Magistrate does hope to have your assistance, but there is no rush for a decision. She does not want to pressure you into anything you may not desire. We invite you to learn about our situation before making a final commitment. Since Madam Magistrate is currently away, I cannot make the final confirmation on her behalf, but you are truly exceptional. Regarding that, my eyes can see the frequencies of all living beings. Or rather, those frequencies are the only thing I can see. You share the same frequency with Madam Magistrate. You look undistorted and authentic in your original form. In my eyes, you appear the way you are. They all look different. May I have your terminal for a moment? I need your terminal for Access Pass authorization. In the meantime, I will configure the latest utility modules for you. Madam Magistrate thought you might need it. The utility module on your terminal has been upgraded to the latest iteration. Now, all the utilities, including sensor, levitator, and grapple, should be fully functional. You are now granted unlimited access to all regions in Jinzhou. I have sent your terminal ID to every border pass and residence beacon. You will only need to display your terminal ID or activate a beacon with your terminal for entry. You are free to visit any part of Jinzhou. Yes, including the City Hall. You have full access to its facilities. Also, may I ask, have you decided your... If not, Madam Magistrate has arranged accommodation for you in advance, here in the City Hall. I will lead you to your room if you need. Understood. We will be ready to accommodate you anytime. Anything I can help you with, Rover? With pleasure. What do you wish to know of the Midnight Rangers, under General Jian's command, are a garrison in Jinzhou? They consist of the vanguards for offensive operations against tacit discords, and the rear guards for city defense. Additionally, there is a detachment unit called the Outriders, mostly made up of volunteers or reservists who serve as reconnaissance agents. Most of the servicemen of today are comprised of resonators. With pleasure. What do you wish to... Jinzhou is not the most populated city in Huanlong. As a border city, it is the front line in countering tacit discord outbreaks. Jinzhou holds a special place in my heart. I can't say I am too familiar with my hometown, but I do feel a homely sense of attachment to Jinzhou. Maybe it's because here lives a person who changed my life. If I were to introduce Jinzhou with my own words, I'd say it's a city one would easily grow attached to. With pleasure. What do you wish to know? Anything I can help you with, Rover? Of course. Please feel free to ask me anything, and I will answer to the best of my ability. Our magistrate's birth name was Si. She took on the name Jinsi when she became the magistrate of Jinzhou. Nowadays, she is usually addressed as Madam Magistrate. Of course. Please feel free to ask me anything, and I will answer to the best. She is also known as the Lung Maiden because of her resonance connection with our sentinel, Jue, who manifests in the shape of a loon. The ways Huanlong's magistrates interact with their corresponding sentinels can differ. In Jinzhou, our magistrate seems to share a familial bond with the sentinel, though this is what I understand from what she has told me. I have only seen our sentinel a handful of times. Of course. Please feel free to ask me anything. It depends on Madam Magistrate. And it depends on your decision, Rover. Please pardon me. This is all I can say at the moment, of course. Please feel free to ask me anything. Anything I can help you with, Rover? With pleasure. What do you wish to know about? I suggest looking into where these tokens come from. Examine their locations of origin, and explore the sites or past events they represent. Then you should uncover the message Madam Magistrate wanted to convey. With pleasure. What do you wish to know? Of course. It is fully up to you. With pleasure. What do you wish to know? Anything I can help you with, Rover? Of course. Please feel free to ask me anything. I'm afraid not. I have never seen you before. If I had, I would never forget you. Anything I can help you with, Rover?
Rover! It took you so long. What gives? Was our magistrate a chatterbox? So Madam Magistrate's not in the city hall. It sure is.
Shizia, the increasing tacit fields, uncannily powerful tacit discords, and now our magistrate's absent.
Plus, the mysterious Rover.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, we've reported to the City Hall, the Ministry of War, and the Academy. We've done everything we can so far. I mean, this is Huanlong, and we're talking about Jinzhou of all places. It's never actually been safe here over the past thousands of years. We can always trust General Ji Yan, Madam Magistrate, and our Sentinel to have our backs. We're not ones to mess with.
Well said. Do you have any plans, Rover? Rover, do you mind if we have a look at the tokens?
So, what's so special about them? A candy? Oh, I've had these when I was a kid. I think they were called sugar pearls, but I haven't seen anything like this in a while. Went out of trend, maybe.
It reminds me of my childhood. I still remember the taste. I was really scared of getting my flu shots when I was little. And sometimes the nurse lady would hand out candies like this as a prize for being good. But what does it mean as a token? It seems like... And on this sundial, time seems to be represented by the 12 earthly branches, drawn on the outer ring of its surface. And its inner ring shows the 4 symbols, each representing one cardinal direction. Generally, the teal long represents the east, the white tiger stands for the west, the vermilion bird stands for the south, and finally, we have the black tortoise for the north. It seems the sundial is supposed to show both time and direction. But how could it work when there is not a compass attached? Not to mention the lack of...
Ugh, that requires way too much brain power. The color of this leaf seems a bit odd. Can't tell what tree it is.
I think I can feel something from it. Never mind. It's too faint. Sorry. I can't tell what kind of tree this leaf belongs to either. This is... Mangosteens are not native to Zhengzhou. They are usually imported by boat. I think we can find more mangosteens being sold at the nearby markets. They're not always available for purchase, though. The frequent tacit discord outbreaks can disrupt transportation and cause shortages. The Midnight Rangers have greatly improved the situation in recent years, but still. So Zhixia and I share similar childhood memories of the sugar pearl. Do you remember it too?
When it comes to candies, no one knows them better than the kids of Jinzhou.
I don't have candy like that. But I've got this. It's really good. Madam Magistrate said we should be nice to every guest.
There's still some distance to the Huaxiu Academy. Let's see who reaches there faster.
I just installed some apps for you. Please try looking for one that's called...
See? Just open the utility. Grapple, and there you go. If you want to be a hero like the Jinzhou Speedster, you got him. Oh, wait a sec. Someone's looking for me. Yeah? What? When did he disappear? Don't worry. It's all right. I'll be right there. Duty calls. Oops. Almost forgot. Sorry, Rover, Yang Yang. I've got to head off for my shift. If you need me, just shout my name. And I, the Jinzhou Speedster, will be there in a sec. Well, you only need to send me a terminal message as you shout, then I'll be there in a jiffy. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys okay on your own? Give me a heads up when there's any updates.
Sure, go do your thing. Don't worry, I'm staying with him. Rover, let's go inside. Hasn't replied to my message. She's probably busy in her lab. Over there must be Mr. Anyway, let's try asking him, shall we?
What? You need something? My apologies. Did I startle you?
Mr. Mortifi, please pardon our intrusion. We are friends of Baizhi, and we're here to...
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baizhi should be in the data analysis room. I'll go tell her you're here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation, and he joined the Huashu.
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baizhi?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting data is always straightforward. The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic. Yes, Mortifi is the branch of Tacitite weapon. One moment, please.
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in 20 minutes. And I don't see anything special with these items. Speaking of the sugar pearl, you all know I'm from the new Federation. You mean the sugar pearl might be...
I remember a nurse lady giving me a candy like that.
So, sugar pearls like this were distributed at hospitals? Perhaps.
The sugar pearl might be a type of medicine. Its sweet taste would have made it more palatable to children.
Miss Baizhi, as a Huanlong local working at the academy, I suppose you already had an idea about what it is?
I do have my theory as to what it is, but it still needs verification. I wouldn't proclaim any solid answers before confirming the chemical composition of this item with...
Seconded. Let's find out through actual testing, then.
It will take some time before the results are ready. If you have other matters to take care of, you should go ahead. I'll let you know once we have the results.
Shall we wait here at the academy, Rover?
Sure you can. But don't forget your physical examination. I'll see you in a while for that. I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check your health status and see if there are any unusual fluctuations. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? Based on the samples collected, the Tacit Discord you defeated was at least an Overlord class. After defeating it, Tacit Discords are classified according to the concentration levels of their characteristic frequencies. Generally, Tacit Discords with higher concentration levels are considered to pose The current classification levels, from lowest to highest, are Common, Elite, Overlord, and Calamity. Additionally, there is a special type of Tacit Discord, and we call them the Threnodians. Do you have any questions before we begin? When a Tacit Discord is eliminated, its frequency energy may linger in the form of an incorporeal manifestation, which is known as a reverberation. A resonator's terminal collects and records said reverberations, turning them into echoes that can be directed as desired. The combat abilities of these echoes can then be replicated through the terminal's databank module, enabling. Additionally, some echoes' abilities allow resonators to briefly Yes, to some extent. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal? I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. So the Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body, leaving no trace behind. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing. I can't say without sufficient data. To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside a universe. That's a poetic and intriguing comparison. It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still. This is the Academy's simulated training ground. Don't worry, Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated Tacit Discords like you normally would. As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance ability for further testing.
Administering first aid.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. Ha! Let the winds roar!
Not the slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So it was not your resonance ability either. I suppose we'll do another round to fully test your potential.
The hour is upon us.
Let me be your blade. Tempest! Synchronization.
Leave it to me.
Endless reverberation.
Let me be your blade.
Swift and resolute.
We have gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
The comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit? I'm back to the same spot again. And this... moon. What is happening? Are those tacit discords?
Rover! Rover! Thank goodness! You're awake, Baiju. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw? Can you give us some more details? A giant tacit discord with a scythe. It doesn't sound like the Crownless. Might be even higher ranked. This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use. The Sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place, be it good or bad. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of Sonorospheres. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated Sonorosphere. But we cannot guarantee that your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious mind. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or perhaps they were lifted from your subconscious in the first place. I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run a thorough analysis on the data collected. I'll also check the simulated Sonorosphere again to see what, in terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. In fact, all the data look quite good. But if you feel anything unusual, please come find.
I am Baiju, a researcher at the Huashu Academy. Let me witness where this encounter will take us. this journey bring us closer to the truth.
Here's your sundial, intact as it was.
Mr. Mortefi, can we have the test results?
Simply put, it's hollow. It's not just a timekeeping tool. It's an inch. This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We scanned it. However, it's missing a crucial component. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed. I have some basic knowledge, but there is someone else who is more knowledgeable in automata mechanics than I am. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions, and you should be able to solve the puzzle and act. However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. No need to ask him. I can help. I just need some time to think it over. One moment. I have an incoming call. What is it? You certainly are well informed. It's indeed beautiful data. Good taste. Well, since you've put it that way...
Rover, Mr. Mortefi's expression seems to have softened, don't you think? An amiable person, isn't he? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling. It looks like Mr. Mortefi needs more time. Rover, let's come back later, shall we?
Yes, of course. I've already... Indeed. You just pointed at your workshop? That hellish place? Stop sweet-talking me. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get back to the sundial. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. The missing component in the middle needs to fulfill two entirely different structural requirements at the same time. Considering its entire structure, I'll drop a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang Li's division of labor is more efficient in getting things done. Considering its dreadful conditions, I can't agree. How could he choose to work in such terrible condition?
I see. Shall we go and retrieve? I mentally prepared myself for the worst, but this place looks... though it is a bit hard to figure out where we should start. This should be it. It's quite a box full. Let's go back and show it to Mr. Mortefi. Mr. Mortefi, we found the parts.
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in. The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing unusual about. From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources. But this is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf, but it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomenon, and the lament was the start of...
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago. The low-temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades?
The archives in the Academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortefi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable now.
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanlong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing, but it's falling out of daily use now. What kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the Grand Libraries.
Exactly. Languages may evolve, names may change, but time remains constant.
It's an elegant system indeed.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
I found it! It's located on the way shelf. Mao Cheng Si. If I remember correctly, Zhengzhou was established during a year of Wei. The Gorges of Spirits battle sparked Jin and the formidable tacit discord described here. There... Rover, about the sugar pearl. Life has never been easy after the battle against that epidemic in Zhengzhou was grueling. Once infected, children either died or words are not enough to convey how desperate people must have felt. They resorted to, we owe our presence here to those who came before us. If the sugar pearl points to the information and reports we have just read, what is Madam Magistrate trying to... Is it related to your past? Or is it... But you are not from Zhengzhou. Maybe the place you came with this thought, perhaps. The reports about the sugar pearl are just one part over. About the sugar pearl, Zhengzhou was the most recent city established in Huanlong. The mountains of spirits running from north to south divide. The Battle of Gorges of Spirits was the catalyst to found Zhengzhou. Tacit discords were born. The Crownless is a tacit discord that embodies war itself, with the limited information available. Some researchers have when it comes to the Threnodian, there is a lot to tell. For now, think of it this way. The Threnodian is the most powerful tacit discord. According to the reports, the Crownless is very similar to the formidable tacit discord we encountered. Our sentinel, Jue, manifested before us in that battle. Rover, about the sugar pearl. We have the symbol Wei now. this, but we can't yet solve the... Maybe we can figure out the cardinal direction part by Rover. About the sugar pearl. What do you think, Rover? I've only seen our magistrate once at the appointment ceremony, so I can't comment on her, but her policies have proven effective. Some believe that the remarkably far-sighted and profound decisions were actually devised by Counselor. Lady Changli is our magistrate's advisor and former teacher. She once held... I've also heard rumors painting her as a cunning manipulator.
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Simply put, once we both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share, while I had questions to ask. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters. Or maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle, instead of actually putting it together. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. The initial clues may simply be a test to... She needed to ensure that those who may come across these tokens... If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure the recipient gets what you mean?
I would emphasize my true message by repeating...
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol. How's it going, Rover?
Baiju said he is in great health. We made some progress in investigating the tokens.
Nothing special. A typical patrol. Well, Uncle Jiang's cat climbed a tree. I received a report about someone going missing. I just logged the case and talked to the person who reported it. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. The latest record was from today when I took Rover for registration. It's the middle of the night. Of course you're hungry. All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed, though. Let's grab breakfast at Panhua's restaurant. Time to hit the hay, obviously. Don't tell me you're planning on some nightly activities. Stop it! We deserve 8-hour workdays.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover? I have a vacant guest room in my house. And if you don't mind coming over...
Aren't you forgetting something, Yang Yang? Rover told us this morning that he's been offered a stay at the City Hall. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the City Hall, and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow.